I'm very proud to say that I made Gavin his drink this evening. We're drinking Garajillos. And I'm not saying that correctly, I'm sure. But I offered also to make this for everybody, and everybody goes, no, I don't want it. And I said, here, try mine. And after they tried mine, they were like, oh, goddamn.
It's really fucking good.
You like what I did, right? I said, yeah, I'll have one. Make me one.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit.
Just go for it.
What is it? So it's
Jump in.
It's some liquor I'm not familiar with, and coffee?
The liquor is called 43. 43. Am I saying that right?
Close enough.
Okay. And then it's
Sounds
espresso
beautiful.
with it. That's it, over ice. So it's
What a
espresso.
cultural episode this is.
It is. And then we're going to watch Dan barf afterwards. So it's just espresso over ice with this stuff in it, and it's fucking awesome.
Nice.
It's so good.
Yeah,
you tried
I
it?
feel
How
like
did-
They
Oh,
already have a picture of
they
it.
have a picture
I feel like
of it.
all booze should have coffee in it because they just go so well
I
together.
get worried, though. Burnie is not a coffee drinker. And when he drinks coffee, he becomes a fucking maniac.
I've had a couple of these.
Yeah,
He also-
that's not good. Like at the old office at Congress, anytime I saw like a cup of coffee in his hand, I was like, oh shit. I would say like, what's that?
What would it
What are you
cause?
doing?
What would it-
He just gets... He's
Shaky?
like goes through the fucking roof. It's like Popeye with the spinach. He just like...
But it takes a couple hours. And I start to just like vibrate. I don't know what it is. It's the caffeine that is in coffee. It's different than the caffeine. I could drink like
So you do know what it is.
5 Cokes. No, but caffeine's caffeine, right? There's no like different methods of getting caffeine.
There's more of it in coffee than
Like I could
a
drink 2
can of
Red
Coke.
Bulls. I could drink 2 Cokes. If I have 2 cups of coffee, fuck it.
Well, coffee does other stuff too. Like it makes you poo.
It's diuretic.
Is it?
Yeah. But does it do that to everyone?
bedside manner.
Does it make everyone poop? Because like I see people at the airport.
No, like if I
drinking
drink coffee, Gavin doesn't poop.
Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean. You smart ass. You see what I mean? The coffee's already taken effect. Because I see people at the airport getting on planes, like ordering coffee and drinking a cup of coffee.
I don't understand
I
it.
would never fucking do that. I'm not
Never,
going to
ever.
take a dump on that plane.
I don't
I
even
did
think
it today. I was in a customs line.
What is wrong with your
Fuck
butt?
the world.
I don't poo when I drink coffee
I
at
don't
all,
think
ever.
it's the coffee that's doing it. It's the mental representation of coffee. Like, I could take a sip of coffee and I need to dump.
Yeah.
And there's no way it's worked my way through. I'll have a couple of sips. It's like, I'm going to poo, like, immediately.
That's I got you that for a gift. Was it for your birthday? I
You got
got
him
you a
shit
mug.
for his birthday?
Oh, yeah,
was
the
gonna
coffee
say
makes
that.
me poop mug.
I got him a
You
coffee
got
mug.
mad that I took it home.
I was mad that you took it home.
I use it at home. If I use it here, there's going to be some scummy asshole with it on his desk.
Wow, nice way to talk about your coworkers.
Speaking of our coworkers,
RVB's late.
our coworkers fucked up. We can't have nice things in this office.
What happened?
You didn't see what happened?
Oh, yeah, that's...
So we have 2 buildings, right? We have this stage where we're in right now, we're broadcasting from, and across the parking lot
This
we
is a
have another
2-part
building.
story, by the way. This thing... Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
So
is this the-
to move back, to like be able to carry packages back and forth, we got a bicycle with a basket.
Let's talk about that,
Okay.
first of all. Why
Laziness.
the fuck do we need a bike to go... What is it, 50
I know.
feet? How far is it?
No, it's at like a good 200, 300 feet.
Caleb does it all the time. I ride my bike to work and I leave it in my office. And Caleb comes into my office, takes my bike so he can ride. You have to walk the other way to get to my office. You just walk across. It takes like a minute.
Listen, we have 2 doors here.
It's handy if you're carrying a lot of shit and you put it in the basket
Who the
to take it
fuck
with
gets
you.
on a bike when they're carrying shit?
If there's a basket, me.
No. And plus,
No?
the bike is never outside. The bike is always inside. So you've got to like open 2 doors and
Yeah.
get the bike through 2
Just go down
self-closing
You
doors.
gotta open doors. How fucking hard?
No,
I'm an
how
adult.
fucking hard?
I can
Walk
open a
200
fucking
feet.
door.
Walk across
Getting
the
that
parking
bike
lot.
outside those doors is a pain in the ass.
Especially if you got a basket and a thing.
Because
and a
those are
bike.
heavy doors.
Well, we don't have. Ultimately, we'll have a bike rack to lock it to outside your
What
favorite
does that
thing in the
mean,
world.
ultimately?
Because they gotta build a fucking bathroom
Ultimately,
first, which is
we'll have a
another
tunnel
store I want to
with a
get
fucking
to.
pneumatic tube that shoots us over to the bungalow.
What? A bathroom store?
Let's put this in
The bathroom
perspective.
store.
What are we talking about here? We're talking about the average shopping
Joe?
mall parking lot. Not even that big. A grocery store parking
Yeah.
lot. That's how big an area we're talking about walking across. And that is too much for everybody here.
So we got a bike, which is very well used, and lots of people use.
Everybody uses
not
it.
Burnie,
I agree
apparently.
with you that everybody's an asshole. We're
So,
in agreement.
Over the weekend, Miles sent an email to everyone in the company with just a picture of the back tire of that bike folded
No, he
like a
sent
taco.
an email first before that.
Who?
Miles sent an email
I just
before
said
that.
Miles sent an email.
It was not just the picture, though.
Oh, well, I'm saying he sent an email with the picture.
That was the follow-up.
You know
to
what the
email.
shitty thing was about the email,
No,
right?
it's the same email.
Look what he did
Was
to
It
it.
was the same email.
He
It's
bent
bent.
the tire. It wasn't just him, by the way. Carrie was also involved with this.
So this morning when I got here, both independently, Miles and Carrie came to apologize to me because they knew I was going to be really mad about the bike. And they independently both said, we weren't doing anything reckless with it. We were both just riding on it at the same time. I was like, what do you
potholes.
think reckless means? We weren't doing anything reckless. We were both just on the bike built for one
I
person
don't know
at the
why
same
everyone's
time.
so mad about this. The bike's a piece of shit. Well, like, why are we even fussed about it? It looks like it's a $10 bike.
Here's what upset me about it.
No, that's like a $300 bike.
What upset me about it is, I mean, it's equipment, shit's going to happen to it. What upset me about it was that the way the email came across was, hey, the back tire on the bike needs to be fixed. And then inside the body of the email was, Carrie and I were riding the bike together, we hit a pothole, we broke the back tire. And it was like, so somebody else fixed this bike that we broke. I mean, that was literally what the email said.
You gotta admit that's way better than what usually happens, which is someone will break something and then just put it back and not tell anyone.
Say it.
Until someone needs to use it and it's broken.
I will give them credit for that. That's why I couldn't get too mad at them. I was like, at least they fessed up to it.
And also, at least it broke in a funny way.
If Vaughn dropped a fucking hammer on him, though, in the email, she even went right back to the list and CC'd everybody in the company, which nobody ever does unless
She
they're
said she was disappointed, which is probably like the worst thing you could say to anybody.
It was like the total parental smackdown.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed.
Did anyone besides me ever use the shower at the old office?
No.
I used it. We've talked about it before, when I did the short where I had mayonnaise all over me.
Oh, right.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah. We have a couple
Salad
like
dressing.
fringe benefits at the office.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah.
You said it so funny.
You said
Mayonnaise?
You said mayonnaise.
You did.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah, I thought you said mayonnaise. when you said I thought you said mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
March, April, May?
Man.
My?
Mayonnaise. How do you say it?
Mayonnaise.
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 I guess I say
Add
mayonnaise.
that to the list of stuff Gus can't say for
You
some
say it
reason.
that way too.
Mayonnaise. Yeah, give me a hamburger, hold the mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I say mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is correct. Mayonnaise isn't.
I said mayonnaise.
All right, now everyone's too confused. The conversation is Ed. It's gone.
I don't know why I find it so funny. Mayonnaise.
I just say like a man's A's.
What?
That's what I say. I say mayonnaise.
A man says. Eh?
A's of a man.
Mayonnaise.
Man's A's.
So yeah, we've been waiting 3 weeks with no. We have what's called a honey wagon.
We have
which
three
is-
different bathrooms we
which
can
is
use.
a trailer with a toilet in it
That does not smell like honey.
that
most
smells
of the time.
like the furthest thing possible in the world from honey.
And the
They're
door
very
doesn't shut.
nice portable bathrooms, basically.
No.
No, a door
Yeah,
needs to
portable
close
bathroom.
They're
if
pretty
you
nice.
want a nice bathroom.
It's air conditioned and clean for the most part.
Yeah. If I went to a concert that had
The
that
girls are
nice of a
nice,
bathroom,
apparently.
I would be very happy.
We have 2 stalls in the girls' bathroom.
You do?
Yeah.
We have there's a stall and a urinal in
The guys just lock each other out. I mean, as soon as you go in there to use it,
But
you just
it's
lock
so
it.
Because
small.
the problem is, as you're walking up, like there's steps to get up there. You open the door before you get to the top step. You're like right eye level with someone's crotch if they're sitting on the toilet.
Oh, that's
And
not
you're like,
true.
You're like lined up with the gap in the door. And so I always look away as I open the door because I don't want to open it and see someone in there.
What are
'Cause
you
would
scared
ju-
of?
Just see someone's ball sack just hanging there.
You would
What's
just
he scared of? He's scared of that. That's literally the thing.
yeah,
So you see someone's cock while they're taking a crap.
Yeah. It's
or
so
you see the
awkward.
crap coming out of their ass.
Oh, just stood up with poo falling out.
I don't know. We have fucking animals that work here.
Lord.
So yeah, I do not look when I open that door.
Who would you least want to walk in on?
Anybody.
You've walked in on
Anybody.
You walked in on
Everybody.
somebody.
What?
Did you ever talk about who you walked in on?
Oh yeah.
I think you did.
when we still had the temporary bathrooms out here that got torn down. Well, I guess for a little while one of the locks didn't work
It
right.
didn't show occupied.
Right. So you on the inside you would think it was locked, but it hadn't actually
That's
locked.
the worst guy.
So I walked up to the door one day and opened it, and Lindsay was sitting on the toilet, and her reaction was just to go, "Gus, no." And I was like, I just closed the door, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. It says unoccupied." It was like the most like
Such a Lindsay reaction.
Yes. No.
And it was like, "I'm sorry, you can't wear white to your wedding now."
Yeah, this is like months ago.
Yeah.
Have you ever had it where
before-
you're having a nice, you'd be having a nice calm poo, and someone just rattles on the door, and it makes your bumhole go to scissors.
Scissors.
No.
Like if
get
you're
the
having a
pinch?
nice smooth poo, you'll just snip it, and it's like, for God's sake, this is gonna be a messy
You
one.
get so scared that your butthole like
You
tightens
heard
up.
noise.
Well, you clench because of fear, right? No. Well, no, like if you jump, your ass clenches. Well, or I guess some people shit themselves, which is the opposite. What do you do if you yelp? Do you squeeze your anus or do you blast it out?
Never thought about it.
I've never like tested it.
I've never been mid-log.
Yeah, like do you shut it off or do you evacuate?
That tightened a little bit.
Tighten their anus.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever been so scared that you did either shit yourself or piss your pants?
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
I
never
pissed
had
myself laughing before.
You've pissed yourself laughing?
But
Really?
apparently it's
like just a little like tinkle.
Thanks, Mark.
Just a dribble.
Otherwise, I'd be worried.
Apparently, in the animal kingdom, you poo yourself to be lighter when you run away.
Yep.
And that's, I think, why humans.
It's also like how you scare off predators who are trying to eat you, right? You just like shit yourself and like, oh fuck that, it's gross. I'll go find another one.
You know those like bungee jump?
But anyway, so that we but we looked it up on Google, and apparently it's not an issue.
Yeah.
Did you know that pineapple can dissolve your mouth if you eat too much pineapple?
Dude, I ate a can of pineapple one time as a kid and drank the juice out of the can. I've never had that bad a stomach ache in my life. I thought I was gonna fucking die.
Pineapple juice, though, apparently makes certain things smell good or taste good.
Come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
And
go back and tell my
vagina.
8-year-old self that.
Listen, little Burnie, you're gonna have some sweet jizz later.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
Vagina as well.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
See, educational. This is the science portion of the podcast,
It's true.
and kind of dicks related.
Later on, when you blow your load at the Sears catalog lingerie section, it's gonna smell like air freshener.
You're gonna get a craving for pineapple all over again.
You know, the stuff that Gus and I, as younger people, and Gus, I'm sure you were the same, but I was, stuff we had to do for porn was pretty.
Yeah.
You didn't jerk it to some clothes, did you?
Sears catalog?
You absolutely
Yeah,
did.
absolutely.
No
imagine,
question.
imagine a world with no internet. It's like
can't.
this is the best you've got. It's either this or a scrambled television signal where you might see a boob, maybe.
Yep. Or VHS porn. Or porn you find in the woods, which we've talked about before.
What was like the most
First
PG image you've ever jerked it to?
Oh man. Let me think about that.
Okay. Gus,
Let
do
me
you
think
know?
about that.
PG, it's
Offhand?
got to be something catalog related.
Catalog definitely.
Yeah, because like when you're a teenage boy, you just want to jerk it constantly like that. I mean, and
There we go.
Pointy bras.
Excuse me, I'll be in the honey wagon.
13-year-old Gus would be popping a raging boner right now.
Gross.
It's got to be something
You're
like that.
Patrick in there laughing. He knows our pain. He knows our pain. I don't know. I can't think what would be the most PG image. It would be awful. I mean, I'm sure some G-rated stuff.
Have you ever done it to a non-human?
You've asked this question
a
on the
cartoon?
podcast before.
No.
Like,
Maybe like
Jessica Rabbit?
or like Jessica Rabbit's human.
She's a
No.
cartoon.
She's got that
She's a cartoon
She's
human.
animated.
She's a drawn human.
That doesn't count.
It doesn't?
Cartoon.
All right, then yes.
Someone drew my girlfriend. That's not weird. What do you mean?
You've never been aroused by a drawn image before,
No.
like a painting or anything like that.
You haven't?
He's the one who doesn't think Pixar movies are emotional because it's just drawings.
Yeah.
No, I
Or just
freely
polygons.
admit that I have. Freely admit that.
You just
Jessica
to a
Rabbit,
Pixar
sure.
movie.
Jessica, I'll go Jessica Rabbit.
I have freeze framed as a younger person. I'm pretty sure I freeze framed
As a younger person.
Jessica Rabbit quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like image still by still through the VHS tape.
Where like a pause screen would be like.
Yeah.
Once I learned what the A/B function does on a
What are you doing there?
on a DVD player, it's on the remote. This is the remote.
Are you talking about the loop?
Yeah, you can set an A point and a B point, and then just loops back and forth between that. Yeah,
So was there a lot of like?
Jesus.
sure, absolutely.
I'm learning a lot about you guys that I don't want to
sometimes
know.
they
I
make it
should
the
not
world-
have asked.
The
Three
world was
loops.
a different place before the internet, let me tell you.
Oh my god! I just came up with the ultimate question,
Oh, great.
Barbara.
Yeah.
Have you ever fudded yourself to
Why can't you just use a normal word?
one of the penises that you've drawn?
No, absolutely not.
Are they based on anything? Like
No.
what's your basis? Like, do you see like a lot of imagery of penises growing up?
No.
Or did
Is it one
First boyfriend
penis
had like a
in your mind
mammoth.
that you draw over and over, or is each of them a different penis that you've seen during the course of your life?
It's consistently circumcised, that's for sure. Because, that's my experience.
Okay.
otherwise it'd be blasphemy. Couldn't do it.
Have you ever given an uncircumcised penis a draw?
Nope.
You should try it. See how it goes.
Just try putting like a turtleneck sweater on one with the turtleneck up over the
So wait, so Gavin, if you've never been aroused by even like a painting or a drawing or anything like that, what is the most PG image that you've ever been aroused by?
Man, that is the blankest stare I've ever seen.
I did the same thing though. It's like you're like going through a big
I don't
catalog,
think so. Also, when am I going to be looking at paintings anyway?
or like a
Not a
drawing or
Necessarily
something.
like fan art or something, or just like people's like
Fan art.
Fan
No,
art.
not like you know what I mean. People's drawings of
Or a girl
characters or
who
something.
has drawn herself getting fucked by a tiger. Hey, that's Jessica
oh,
Rabbit.
whoa,
There you go.
yeah, come on, that's hot. Jessica Rabbit.
R.I.P. Bob Hoskins.
There's no way to make it weird.
He probably
Yeah,
jerked it
that
too.
made it weird. That's what made this conversation weird. Absolutely.
You
What
really
was it?
can't
I
think
want
of
to know. I
anything?
want to know Gavin's answer.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's happened.
We've
Really?
admitted to jerking it to a fucking catalog. You gotta give us something, Gavin.
I did nothing to it. I didn't do anything to any
Is
catalog.
it always naked women, or is there like sometimes girls in bikinis
I don't
or
even need
lingerie?
it. I got the bank.
Before you had the bank.
You didn't always have the bank. You had your posters on your wall.
Yeah.
That was just to prove to his parents that he wasn't gay.
Couple of lesbians going at it. Yeah, I'll go to that.
I'll go to that.
Why were you? If you're, I mean, you got the posters. You put the girly posters up on your wall because you were worried. Did your parents actively tell you that they thought you were gay, or you thought
No.
that they thought you were
I didn't
gay?
even think they thought that. I was like, this will prevent that. It was
Okay.
preemptive. I was like, I mean, I should prove that I'm not gay to them, maybe.
Why is that? To your parents.
I'm befuddled.
I'm befuddled too. I never asked this question more directly than
I did.
it's come up before. So you were worried that you were acting in a way, or you worried there was a natural progression as an adult that your parents would just assume you were gay, and that you had to get posters to prove that you weren't.
Well, I never had any girls around, so I was like, oh, maybe they think I'm gay.
Well, how old were you back then?
And what-
when
what-
you had
but
the
what-
posters?
13, 14.
I
don't have a
because you're
girlfriend.
fucking 13 years old.
There's no Tinder back then.
It
So-
wasn't like I was worried about it or anything. I was just like, that was my choice for buying them.
It really was.
Yeah.
So did you go to the store?
I also bought a poster with a ton of booze on it because I didn't want them to think I was a loser either.
You don't
Your
want your parents
parents-
to think you were a loser.
Yeah.
That is the saddest thing I've ever heard.
A poster with tons of booze. You're like, the poster with the booze, they're not going to think I'm losers. I'm somebody because I have a poster with
I'm
booze.
13.
Yeah.
They're gonna see how much I love booze.
I'm a somebody.
I'm not a loser. I'm drunk and sexually active at 13. I'm a fucking winner.
Okay.
All right.
A shrug. That's what we get.
Fair enough. That's all we get from Gavin. There's something that came up this week that I really want to talk about.
Okay.
If I went to Patrick's office and I said, Patrick, can I put this stuff on the set? And Dunkelman goes, no, give it to me. And I'll remember to put it out when the podcast comes around. And sure enough, I came and it's sitting here. So when I got this package for this thing, I had another brown manila envelope on my desk. And this is a letter that I got. I opened it up, and it's from the Baltimore Orioles, which is a baseball club. Orioles. And they sent me this, and they sent me the
Sounds delicious.
schedule for the Baltimore Orioles, and some stickers, and a notepad, and a pen. And the letter from them on official Baltimore Orioles letterhead says, Dear Mr. Burns, thank you for contacting the Orioles. As a token of our appreciation for your support, please find some small team items enclosed. Thank you for your dedication to the Baltimore Orioles baseball team. For Orioles tickets, go to this place. We hope to see you at the yard. Signed, the Baltimore Orioles.
When did you contact them?
I didn't. So somebody's trolling me by writing fan letters in my name with my address to other organizations. I fucking love this. This made me laugh because now I have a bunch of Baltimore Orioles shit that shows up at the office, and I don't know what to do with it.
Well, good luck because you're about to get one from every fucking major league team
Yeah.
in
I got a sticker.
existence.
I got a sticker.
Hey, it's nice
That's
to know that
fucking
they
funny.
acknowledge
your
their
laptop.
fans.
That's all right. I'm gonna put a
You
Baltimore
just
Orioles.
invited a world of clutter and just
Yeah.
shite and bollocks.
Yeah, this is another of those things like hard cut to 3 podcasts from now. I made a huge mistake. Like I can already see it.
Yeah, I know. And people will sign me up for mailing lists and shit like that. I'm
You're
sure.
going to put that on the razor?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're gonna cover the okay. I thought
Play
you were
some
gonna
games.
cover the logo.
Fuck, no, I'm not gonna cover the logo.
That's
They
gonna be
sent me-
upside down to everybody.
They
now.
sent me. Oh, Barbara, what are you fucking
never
dealing?
mind.
Well, I'm a professional here. Hey, what's up, Baltimore Orioles?
You
Matt.
showed me.
I
Did I tell you I almost didn't get let back into the U.S. one time after I traveled to Canada?
Why?
I forgot when you do your visa, you get like this whole booklet of stuff, papers, and like one is your approval form, which I was told you don't need anymore once
Yeah.
you're approved. And all you need is your passport with your visa document inside. Not true. One time the Canadian border agent was just like, where's your, I think it was like I-94 or like W something form. And I was like, back in Austin? And he's like, well, you need it. And I was like, I don't have it. And he's like, okay, well, I'll let you through this time. But if you don't have it next time, you might have some trouble.
How the fuck can I remember you?
I don't have that. What are you talking about?
You're not NAFTA.
It's a Canadian thing.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good. You have like a photo ID thing in your passport.
Yeah,
right?
they have records of you.
My visa in my passport is just like a filled out piece of paper that I wrote and stapled into my visa. What?
this picture like you could just write whatever. Like Barbara is allowed to enter the country.
Yeah.
Also make her queen. Like, look, it's in the passport.
No, it's like an I-94 form.
Also,
that
she
they-
gets a cookie. Everybody reads it like,
Every
oh,
time.
fuck.
Well, I used to
This is
get,
my Q72. Whatever.
I used to get
I
the,
can work.